guys, welcome back. Episode 3 of The Pride of London with Chelsea. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is a all English save, so we're in the second season now. We've done a fair bit of business. There has been a little tickle, so we're nearly coming to the end of the transfer window. We've had a little tickle in January. Today we're taking on Liverpool at home, who are really struggling at the moment, in 10th under the reins of Arsene Wenger. And then we're going to take on City away using our counter tactic. Since we've been away, we finished with the 4-1 win. We had a 3-3 draw at West Brom where we were well in control, and then they scored 82-89, and then Ross Barkley, who scored a brace, scored in 90 plus 8 to equalise. We followed it with a 4-0 win. We're going hot cold at the moment. We then followed it up with a 4-0 win over Leicester. Andy Carroll coming on and getting a couple of goals, and then we were just we weren't actually dire. We created a lot of chances, I think 5 clear-cut chances, and couldn't score. We then were coasting 2-0 at Burnley, made 3 changes, and they ended up pinning us back to 2-2. We've then had a decent 5-1 win at Palace, and then an absolute belter of a game, 2-0 down after 5 minutes, and then we made it 5-3 against Swansea, and then we've just played away in the FA Cup at Bristol with a second string team, and we've drawn 0-0. That does sandwich in between the Liverpool and City game, but we will play that off camera, and the City game, the Bristol City game, will be with a second string as well. So, as I said, I weren't planning on really I'm always looking, because obviously you never know when these English players are going to pop up, and with the limited sort of like pool of players, you're always looking. So we've done a little bit. Ben Gibson's in, £5 million. Someone like Leicester. I think Leicester were after him. He's not great, but once again, he's English. His mentals are pretty good. He's still only 26. I thought as a backup, because Terry retiring at the end of the season, and David Luiz has left in a £6.5 million deal, which I thought was a bargain, because his contract was actually running out, and they've only done him on a 6-month deal by the looks of it. So we're paying a lot of his wages until the end of the season, which we were going to do anyway, but we got 6.5 mil. He would have been, under the terms of the rules that I have, not allowed to offer any foreigners any contracts. He would have ended up going on a free anyway. So we've done well there. And then out of the blue, Man United bought Cesc Fabregas, which I'm absolutely delighted with, because he was on about 240 grand a week. I wasn't playing him at all. He's played 1 game, look, and I think that'll be for them, not us. Yeah. So I was delighted with that. Danny Drinkwater, even though he's English, has been poor. He never really turns out into anything in the game, and he normally actually runs his contract down with Chelsea from what I've seen. So I was pretty chuffed to get. We are paying once again some of his wages, but not a great deal. I know we are paying. I think we're paying about £49,000 of that, but he was on 100, so we've saved ourselves 50 grand there for someone who was just going to rot in the reserves. And Troy Deeney has gone back to Watford on loan to the end of the season. We're only playing 1 up front. Callum Wilson's in form, and then we've got Tammy Abraham and Andy Carroll as well. So he's gone back to Watford on loan to the end of the season. And last one's Zappa Costa. They do have a mandatory fee. I checked this time. It's always changed to optional. On the loan it said manual. Mandatory. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll buy him at the end of the season anyway. And that's it. So today's team, we are looking like we've had a couple of worries. Callum Wilson's actually out injured, which is a shame, because he's been in decent form. He's now picked up a bit of form. He's sort of like got 8 goals there in 12 games. Bakayoko may leave before the window's finished, because he wants to leave, and with me losing him anyway at the end of the season, I'm trying to get rid of him, but I'm not going to let him go on loan, that's for sure. Yeah, so we're going to go. Hazard's back in at the moment. Sancho's just a little bit indifferent. Barkley's found great form. Gray is just Damari Gray. There you go. His last 5 games as well. 8.38, 3 goals, 2 assists, 14 goals in 21, 12 goals in 19 league games with 13 assists. He is class, and still only 1 cap for England. So there's the team. we're going to go, what we're on at the moment, yeah, we're going to go attacking. I'm just going to take that off for now. We don't need to be too exposed. We've done one sub too many. Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, we can go out. Loftus-Cheek's one that I'm fine. I'm going to try and move on Wiltshire in the summer. Loftus-Cheek, because I like him so much in real life, I think I will keep him. Just hope that he'll turn into a half-decent box-to-box midfielder. Because we still need to sort out, because we've got obviously Ashley Young will go. I won't renew his loan, but I'm hoping to get a deal done for Fabian Delph. And I'm hoping to get Joe Hart is leaving on a free transfer, so I'll be getting him snapped up as well as backup as my number 2. There we go. Liverpool have had a bit of a torrid season, but they have signed Belotti and 6 goals in 4 games from him. Here we go. So we're going into 20th minute. Now has happened as yet. I've just given him an encourage. The first highlight of the game. Kante's won it. He's found great. He's released Abraham at the second attempt. Get bodies in the box. There we go. Ross Barkley. He's in great form. That'll be his 9th of the season. And up and running. I'm excited. The transfer window, hopefully we get into Champions League as well. We should have, I think, close. I think we've got about 100 million in the bank now. So with Champions League, I'm hoping that'll go right up to 200. Then we've got to sell Hazard, Kante and Bakayoko, which should be, anything between 100 and 150 mil. It's going to be difficult because I'm going to have to offer them out. No one, if anyone's wondering, no one came in for any of them. Hazard's always wanted, but when it came to the end of the season, PSG and Barcelona wanted Kante as well, and nothing happened. So we'll have to see about that. Obviously, we might have to let him go on the cheap. But we've kind of built up the squad now. The squad's there. Byron, we need to maybe start looking at a couple of youngsters, and then it'll just be in terms of can we get the top targets, so the ones that are sort of like the England regular internationals, your Dele Allis, your Lingards, your Rashfords, Harry Kane, Dyer, Henderson, maybe another left back. See what the under-21s are looking like. Maybe there. I don't know. Luke Shaw's won it. Barkley's going to get on the end of it. Cross in. Abraham's there. Get in. He's another one actually I forgot to mention. He's on 50. He's on 50 grand a week, and he wanted double it. Same with Sessegnon. Sessegnon, I forgot to say, has actually gone to Liverpool. Not Liverpool, Middlesbrough. For 20 million or 25 million. We bidded in for him. He wanted 80 grand, which I was prepared to give him, and then I always take off sell on percentage fee. Always take that off. I took it off. Oh, they're gonna get in. They're in 2-1. He then wanted a 6 million release clause to teams in the Champions League or something, which was ridiculous because we're going to pen 25 million. So I thought, right, I'm going to let him go to Borough because they're struggling anyway, and then hopefully he'll probably get more football with them over the next season or two than he will with us, and then hopefully we'll revisit it the next time it comes round. Maybe give him till next summer and then look at bringing him in. But we're under the cosh a bit here. Picked up and we win it. We've won it. Hazard, we're going to break. That is a bad ball. And we're looking stat-wise, we've even enough. Pretty even. They're going to get a chance here. Oh dear, well done Smalling. It's Henderson. Oh, can we win it? Hazard, we have. We break. He's going to release Gray here, surely. He's not done it. Kante's done it though. Gray's in. And Gray has found the net. 3-1 Chelsea. That could be the end. That could be the end of Arsene Wenger. Let's get a sub on. Now we're looking fitness wise. We'll leave him on. Let's get Gibson on. We'll do Grealish. And we'll leave it as it is for now. I was debating whether to send Sancho on loan, but I'm just going to leave him for now. I am going to give him a little run out down low. Let's get him on and go on the wing. I was just about to give a concentrate own goal. Yeah. Trippier's actually been in poor form the last 5 games. The only thing, I can't say anything bad to him because he goes awful, really good, awful, really good. So his average rating is alright, but some of his ratings have been 5. He's been on 5.8. A bit. I can't do anything now, can I? So we'll drop Barkley back. Oh shit. Barkley back, Kanté in there, him in there. But deep line on support, he can go TM. And hopefully we can see this out. We're still very shady at the back. Tackle from Barkley. Get in. Tammy Abraham has made it 4-2. Game, set and match. Was that his hat-trick? No, just the 2. Just the 2. They've had 17 attempts, but 9 have been long shots. 6 on target, only 1 clear cut. 5 half chances, but 1 only clear cut. This tactic that we played does make it for entertaining. Is we always know we're going to, unless we play absolutely shocking, we always know we're going to create chances. Full time. There's 1 down. 1 down. So we'll come back for the City game. The transfer window finishes after the Bristol game midweek or the day before it midweek. So if there's any more dealings, we will let you know. But I think that might be it. Right, guys, welcome back. Few teams have played. We're in 3rd. It's a tough game today, even though Man City is still struggling. We want to really clear this 5th place as quickly as possible. Nothing to shout about transfer-wise. Nothing really happened. Nothing really came up. Nothing was available. What I have noticed, though, Borough, who've got Sessegnon, are well bottom of the league. Well bottom. Sessegnon has a number 1, a 41 million release clause, expires in 2 years' time for anyone who's in the Champions League. Well, it might apply to us anyway, but they just have a relegation release clause of 20 or 21 million. So what I think we'll do, I think they're guaranteed to go down because they're well behind. 6 behind, but there's a big possibility they're going to go down. So we'll hopefully snap him up in the summer. So today, what I've done is I've dropped Kanté in, just in there, to see if we can give a little bit more protection. And we're going to go counter to start with, and we'll see how we get on. The FA Cup was an absolute bore fest. We did make 11 changes, which shows we have got the strength in depth now. And there was still Jadon Sancho, Izzy Brown were not in the starting 11. Callum Wilson was not, because he's still unfit. And somebody else that I've forgotten. But it was an absolute bore fest, but Loftus-Cheek got the goal. So let's get into it. Let's see how we get on away from home. I'm hoping that we can really pick them off on the break. Tammy Abraham, as I said in the first game, he has whinged about a contract, and I've just realised that he has a automatic trigger. So I've triggered it, and hopefully that'll shut him up, because it should be the same amount of money. But normally that, with the how FM works, that should shut him up because he's potentially got a new contract. City have just picked up Tierney for about 36 million, I think. Well, there we go, guys. Half time, not one single highlight, which I suppose is okay because we're away from home. But let's avenge him. Bakayoko not happy, but he wants to bloody go. No one came in for Bakayoko. There was a club wanting him for loan, but nothing actually came in. But I wouldn't have let him go on alone anyway. Here we go, first highlight, and it looks like it's going to go to City, and he's been, oh, who was that out there? Kante was done, skinned by De Bruyne, 1-0. Let's change it up, because this has been a ball fest. Let's get the attacking intent on. Not a great deal to bring off the bench. We've got big Andy Carroll. We might go big man, little man. See what this highlight brings us. Nice little flick on from Barkley. Hazard in the left. Abraham in the middle. Oh, he squared it. Popped it down for Barkley. Needs Mr. Sitter. We've got 20 minutes to go. What do I do? I'll tell you what, we'll go like that. We'll bring him in there because he's on a yellow. We'll do that. We'll get big Andy on for the nods downs. I'll tap that. And we'll keep Barkley on just because he seems to knacker getting in the box. And even though he did miss a sitter. Here we go. So another highlight. Could well go to Man City because we're well overstacked at the top. Tackle by Maguire. He's got the armband on. Carroll nodded it down. Reverse pass didn't pull off. And they're in. Oh, was that a penalty? No, it wasn't a penalty, but they've got the rebound. Mandzukic at the back post. Trippier again's been done twice out there. Highlight after a highlight. Can we nick something? Not with passes like that. You know, they're in again here. Mandzukic this time. They're taking the absolute piss. 3-0. Yeah, not on that level. Do a sub. Let's get some subs on while we're here. Let's get Wiltshire on. And we'll go Loftus-Cheek. Go in there. Just play whatever you want to play. Wiltshire played actually box-to-box midfielder in the last game and he did alright, but he was absolutely shagged. He was absolutely knackered. He's had 3 days to recover and he was still on 91% for this game. But there we have it, guys. We've absolutely been battered. What are the stats looking like? See, we've had 7 half chances, which is pretty decent. We needed to get that first goal. So we might have a look at maybe just doing standard or even maybe just control for the away games. Just pulls us back, but we just seem to hate losing, doing nothing in the game and then losing a goal. And going 1-0 down and then start bloody chasing. There it is, guys. A defeat. That's what it's like at the moment for us. Especially away from home. We can't get any consistency. We'll see where we come back. We have actually got an FA Cup game, the next game against Arsenal at home in the 4th round. But we'll see where we're going to come back. We might come back at a cheeky derby. We're still in 3rd, but it's getting tight. City have now pushed up into there, so we're going to have to be careful with 14 games to go. Where are we going to come back? Possibly, bloody hell, look at that. Lazio, then Tottenham, West Ham, Arsenal. We will possibly, yeah, we'll come back there. Somewhere around there anyway. We'll see how we get on. We'll maybe come back for a double header of West Ham and Arsenal at home. If you enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like in there. Please subscribe to the channel and thank you very much for watching. See you later.